All I gotta fucking say is, I fucking told you so. Every Shador fan that has said, oh, this stage what out of the Carolina game? Buddy, it was one game. Then against the Rams, what y'all gotta say now? Don't ever question the self-dubbed NFL fortune teller, because they're always right in the end. Sure, technically it was like 2 out of 3 that were correct. But still, don't ever test me. Like, don't ever try to correct me. Nah, I'm just kidding. When I'm wrong, you can correct me all you want, but in this case, I wasn't wrong now, was I? Anyways, back to the video. Welcome back to Grizzly Talks Football. I'm the Grizz, and we are reacting to the final preseason week of games. There's no football this week because of the bye that was headed into the regular season, so we're going to be taking a look at the final and third and final week of preseason games today. If for some reason you're still looking for that Season 2 playlist, I'll make sure to have it in the description so you can go watch every episode so that you're all caught up. You also have it for future episodes whenever they come out. Do not forget to hit that red subscribe button and please hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. Without further delay, let's go to the preseason week 3 game, shall we? So there were 2 Thursday night games that we're going to start off with. First up, the Steelers taking on the Panthers. They win 19-10. Pittsburgh won this game. Rushing game stalled out besides maybe Trey Sermon if they gave him more carries. Skylar Thompson actually played well as too on the Steelers, so maybe he might be QB3, maybe QB2. I want to shout out 2 people in the receiving corps as well. Scotty Miller, 3 catches, 82 yards, and Lance McCutcheon, 3 catches, 52 yards, and a score. Believe it or not, the defense actually had 3 sacks in this game, including 2 sacks from Yaya Black, with also a forced fumble. Also with that was 3 forced fumbles along with 2 recoveries, including an interception from James Pierre. There were also 2 recoveries in this game, 2 fumble recoveries. Pittsburgh clearly won the turnover battle, even though they lost the time of possession battle. Nice of you to join us, Ben Sauls, on the kicker appreciation preseason sort of thing. For Carolina, the rushing game wasn't so much an issue. It was basically just the quarterbacks. I mean, Bryce Perkins was very accurate. Jet Plummer, he may have thrown a touchdown, but not so much. Well, at least James Mitchell, the tight end, got a touchdown. The only real highlight of this game was Lathan Ransom's interception along with 5 tackles. Pretty good job there. I'll give you a Ransom to come to Atlanta to help out with our safety issue. Early start DB situation. No? Fuck. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention Jack Sawyer was on that team, that Steelers team, and he got 2-3 tackles maybe? Pretty good job, man. The other Thursday game was absolute smacking. Giants win against the Patriots 42-10. To be quite honest with you, this game for the Patriots was just a complete disaster. Rush game was okay, passing offense, yikes. Well, at least Ben Woodridge was able to commit with Jeremiah Webster a score. That was pretty much the only highlight for the Patriots. At least offensively. 1 pick by Kyle Duggar and a strip sack from Jack Gibbons in this game. Good job, gentlemen. Yeah, if you're seeing a 70-yard receiving touchdown for Matt Collins on reel, that's a glitch. But not completely terrible from the Patriots defense. It's just the offense is as useful as a wet piece of toilet paper. For the Giants, wow. Tommy DeVito, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. He might have saved his career, perhaps. Quarterbacks combined threw 5 touchdowns, I think 300 total yards. Unfortunately, Jameis threw a pick. We also got to see Cam Scatterboo for the first time, and yeah, he only got 3 carries. Like, let him adjust, man. I know a team who will use him. Denver. Nah, I'm just kidding. Maybe Kansas City. Yeah, man, there were 5 touchdowns in this game. 2 touchdowns for Dulcich, 1 for Jonathan Ward, 1 for Thomas Fedone, and 1 for Jalen Hyatt. Wait, was Thomas Fedone the guy that was announced by Eli Mack? Welcome to hell, everybody. 1 second interception, TJ Moore had a pick 6, and Toman Fox had the only sack of the game for the Giants defense. What an offensive explosion that nobody saw coming, especially the preseason. All I gotta say is good luck in the regular season. You're gonna need it. Now we move on to the Friday games. First up, Eagles beating the Jets 19-17. I think it speaks for a lot of people when I say Common McCord, we have come to a final verdict, is terrible. 130 yards, less than 50% completions, and an interception. Montrell Johnson literally got the only rushing touchdown for the offense. At least Terrace Marshall from LSU was balling out. Hey, shout out to the defense for getting 2 sacks and 2 picks in this game. Lewis, I'm not even going to pronounce that last name. And Perry Nickerson had interceptions. APR Jr. and Patrick Johnson even had sacks. Oh yeah, Matt McWilliams, I think from UCF, he recovered a fumble that was forced by, of course, APR Jr. I'm shortening it because I'm not going to let you suffer through me trying to butcher that. Oh, hi, Jake. All I gotta say is for the Jets, you better hope Justin Fields remains healthy, because if he doesn't, y'all are cooked. At least Lawrence Toafili and Donovan Edwards had touchdowns in this one. Hey, shout out Donovan Edwards from Michigan. And Lawrence Toafili from FSU. Quentin Skinner, Brandon Smith, and Jamal Pritchett let receiving for the Jets. They weren't too bad. This team got 2 sacks courtesy of Braden McGregor and Peyton Page. And they also got an interception from Malachi Moore, but that was just about it. I mean, I think at least the Eagles have some insurance option like Tanner McKee, but for the Jets, they're better hope to God that Justin Fields doesn't go down with an injury. Otherwise, you guys are screwed. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't give one shit about this game. Falcons lose to the Cowboys 31-13 in the preseason. It's so funny that Dallas can't even beat us with Kirk Cousins, but they could beat us when we have Easton Stick as a quarterback. Very funny. Oh yeah, and that was Dallas's first preseason victory this year. Sucks to suck. Some things to highlight. Easton Stick is a decent QB3 for us. Ben DiNucci was a total flop. Our rushing game is nuts. Elijah Johnson, Jashawn Corbin had some carries. Yeah, they had over 50 yards. And Chris Blair was amazing. Felipe Franks had a score. But the main man on a mission was Nick fucking Nash. This man has 6 catches for 87 yards this game. I mean, a way to get yourself on the roster, that was a great way to do it. Even though I could have asked the question, you really have Dylan Drummond's trash ass over Nick Nash? Come on, man. The offensive depth is not what I'm worried about. It's the defensive depth. Only 1 sack from Simeon Barrow. That's not good. We're going to need every ounce of pass rush we could get, and if this is the performance we're going to have, oh, God help us. And can we please fix our rushing defense, because we allow 3 scores on the ground. Jane Blue, Phil Moffitt, and Joe Milton got rushing touchdowns. Joe Milton also had 1 through the air. And that touchdown pass went to Jalen Brooks. 2 sacks and 2 picks for Dallas' defense. James Houston, Perry, and Winfrey with sacks. Robert Rochelle and Shamar James with interceptions. Yeah, we're definitely saving the winning for the regular season. But hey, Rams went 0-3 in the preseason that they won a Super Bowl. Why can't we? And no, Dallas ain't winning shit. Next up with the Friday slate, we had the Vikings lose to the Titans 23-13. For Minnesota, Max Brosmer was solid. 160 yards and a touchdown, 15-23. Not too bad. Brett Whippen was ass. Hey, shout out to Xavier Valade on the rushing game. RB3 perhaps? 3 players balled out in the receiving corps. Well, more or less. Jashawn Jones, 4 catches, 41 yards. Resin Nesbitt, 2 catches for 45 and a score. And Dante Fleming with 2 catches for 53 yards. Well, damn. 5 QB hits and 3 sacks, courtesy of Levi Jake Rodriguez, Jonathan Harris, and Austin Keys. My question is, how the hell did the Titans win this game? They didn't look that impressive compared to the Vikings offense. I mean, Brendan Allen threw a touchdown, Julius Chestnut with a rushing score, Jamar Jefferson, 8 yards a carry. Damn. I mean, Van Jefferson had a 65-yard touchdown catch, 3 catches, 102 and a score by the end of the night. It had to be the time of possession, because the only real highlight for this team was a sack by Jalen Harrell, but an interception by James Williams. Oh, wait a minute. I found the culprit. Joby Sly, 3 field goals along with a 63-yarder. Welcome to the club, brother. I'm a little worried about Cam Ward, Tennessee. I gotta be honest with you. Yeah, he's not looking good right now. Especially when he has to go against one of the best defenses in the entire league. Yeah, I'll let you be the judge of that. And the final Friday night game was a stunning 29-27 victory for the Bears over the Chiefs. It came down to the final seconds when the Bears scored a late touchdown to win the game. Wow. And also Kansas City, you choked at 27-10, 4th quarter lead heading into the 4th quarter. Really? Andy Reid, you better not do this in the regular season. I swear to God. Ben Johnson looks like he could be fucking him as a coach. Tyson Bagent, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Caleb Williams also had a touchdown throw. He definitely needs to work on the rushing game, though. The 4 touchdowns went to Royce Freeman, Joel Wilson, Jade Walker, and guess who? Romadunze. Only 1 sack, but 2 fumble recoveries for this Bears team. 1 sack for Daniel Hardy at a strip sack as well. Oh, sorry, 1 defensive fumble recovery. For the Chiefs, well, it didn't go completely to shit. 2 rushing touchdowns from Elijah Mitchell and Isaiah Pikachu. And Pat Mahomes even threw a score in preseason. Oh, look who got the touchdown, Rashee Rice. And Jimmy Holiday and Tyquan Thornton at 50-plus yard receptions. Ooh, boy. Man, 5 QB hits and 2 sacks for that Chiefs defense. McDonald had a sack, and Chris Jones and Omanihu combined for a sack also. It's a good thing the starters are as good as they are, because the backups, yeah, not great. Now we transition over to the Saturday games, where we had an absolute blowout. 30-3, Ravens beat the Commanders. It was just completely dominated by Baltimore. Passing game was okay. Rushing touchdowns, Rasheen Ali and Dearness Johnson got scores. Scotty Washington and LaJohntay Wester weren't slouches themselves. Okay, I think I counted 2 sacks and 4 total turnovers, including 3 interceptions and a fumble recovery. 1.5 sacks from Trenton Simpson, an interception from Keon Martin, Jalen Armour Davis, Eva Thomas Graham got a pick. Oh yeah, Malik Ham had a fumble recovery as well. Oh hey, Tyler Loop, aka Justin Tucker 2.0, except without the allegations. One thing to describe the offense for the Commanders, for the backups at least. This shit was ass. Sam Hartman, ass. Josh Johnson, dog shit. Only highlight for your damn offense was a 52-yard reception by Colson Yankoff. Guy from UCLA. What? Not really many positives for the defense except 8 tackles for a loss? Yay? Better think Matt Gay, he could get you the only points you can muster up this game. Come on, Washington. I know you could do better than that in the regular season. You got Jane Daniels for fuck's sake. Up next, Denver against New Orleans, 28-19, with the Broncos winning. Wasn't terrible. Quarterbacks combined for 300 yards. Sam Ehlinger unfortunately threw an interception, but 2 touchdown passes. Audric Estime only had a score, 8 carries for 45 yards. Nothing too special. I'm just kidding. Touchdowns went to Kyrese White and Cortland Sutton. Yikes. Caleb Lohner, the 7th-round pick, actually had a 23-yard reception. Nice. There were 4 sacks in this game, including a forced fumble from Quandarius Robinson. Shout out to the main man, Kareem Reed, with the fumble recovery as well, securing the only turnover in the ball game. Oh, hey, Will Lutz. Know you're glad you're reunited with Sean Payton. New Orleans, it wasn't terrible. Tyler Shock had a touchdown, 100 yards passing, 12-20. Not terrible. I'm not even going to explain the receiving core, except maybe Trayton Welch's 21-yard catch and maybe Kevin Austin's 3 catches for 34 yards. You did get 3 sacks, and there was also a Quincy Riley interception in this game. Wait a minute, 2 kickers kicked this game. Blake Group had 3 kicks, and Charlie Smythe had a field goal as well. Or at least Group had 3 field goals. You know you're in hell when you have a kicker battle going on your own team, let alone a QB controversy. This was the game I was waiting on discussing. Rams loses to the Browns 19-17. Browns are 3-0 in the preseason. Are we going to see a Browns 0-17 season? Yeah, maybe. Okay, I was not expecting Dresser Wynn to actually be good. He is from UT Martin. Another one, Jordan Waters got a touchdown run on 6 carries for 42 yards, and Brent Presley 7 yards a carry as well. Receiving game was led by Terrence Ferguson and Brendan Presley himself. And by God, there were 6 sacks in this game for the Rams defense. God help the NFC West, because the Rams pass rush is crazy. Oh yeah, and Jamil Muhammad had a forced fumble. So the Browns actually played 4 quarterbacks. Shedeur Sanders, I gotta be honest with you, he played the worst. His stats don't look as bad as people think, but 3 of 6, 14 yards. He did not run the ball, but he got benched with 2 minutes left because he kept on trying to play hero ball and he kept on taking sacks. Hey, Shedeur, word of advice, throw the ball away! Dylan Gabriel was nice. Joe Flacco, he played a little bit as well. Doesn't help that the rushing game was overall a complete shit show. 2 touchdowns were thrown. Gage Larverding had a touchdown catch, and so did Harold Fannin, tied up for Bowling Green. And the Browns pass rush had 4 sacks in this game. Man, offensive line was just terrible. But can you tell Shador not to stop playing hero ball? And Huntington, 1.5 sacks, also forced a fumble. And newsflash, Kenny Pickett got traded to the Raiders, the QB hellhole. Actually, one of the QB hellholes. So the depth chart will more than likely be Joe Flacco at QB1, Dylan Gabriel at 2, and Shador at QB3. I know for a fact Stetson Bennett's going to be QB2. And Dresser Wynn, well, you might as well be QB3. Next up, the Colts smacked around the Bengals. 41-14, it was crazy nuts. Colts quarterbacks, also 300 total passing yards, 2 touchdowns, also an interception for Jason Bean. But both quarterbacks didn't play too bad. And how about Ulysses Bentley, 2 rushing touchdowns this game? Nice. And Nate Noel, 7 carries for 63 yards, 9 yards a carry. Highlighted by a 38-yard run and a 10-yard run. Now I can get to the receiving core, where we see Laquan Treadwell trying to get his career back on track. 6 catches, 116 yards, and a score. Coleman Owen even had a receiving touchdown and 60 yards on 5 catches. That's an Ohio guy, Owen is. I'd be very nervous, Bengals. 3 sacks, including a pick 6 from Daniel Scott. Colts defense cooked this game. Desmond Ridder threw a pick. Passing game was completely terrible. At least he got a rushing touchdown along with Quali Conley. Oh, here comes another 9 yards to carry guy. Kendall Milton, 8 carries, 72 yards. Highlighted by a 41-yard run and 12-yard run. Not even going to explain the receiving core. You did have 3 sacks this game, including 2 from Isaiah Thomas, and you also had an interception from Howard Cross. But that's pretty much it. If I were coaching the Bengals, I would just be playing time of possession game, because there's no chance in hell that I'm going to depend on the Bengals defense to do jack shit. Next up, we got Houston Texans beating the Detroit Lions 26-7. Graham Mertz definitely redeemed himself. Keaton Slovis, former BYU quarterback, was okay. 2 quarters combined for 250 yards. I think it's 25 of 32 for 2 touchdowns and only 1 pick. Woody Marks, aka Jaquavius Marks, had a rushing touchdown this game. And touchdown receptions were by Quintez Cephas and Daniel Jackson. Gotta mention Cornell Powell, 6 catches for 63 yards also. Houston defense also 3 sacks and interception, this one by Jalen Mills. What has happened to the Lions though? I mean, come on, the rushing game looks like ass. And the passing game, Kyle Allen looks okay, but Hendon Hooker, ass. Absolute dog shit. At least the Tesla's running smooth. 2 catches, 41 yards and a score. He's doing very well this preseason. What do you mean this defense only got 1 sack? Al-Qaeda Muhammad got the only sack in the game, but then Tyson Russell got an interception. I mean, Lauren Strickland had 8 tackles. Pretty good. Yeah, I think we can all agree that the Lions are probably going to decline from their 15-2 season last year. Most definitely. Next up, Seahawks lose to the Packers 20-7. Hey, those passing stats don't tell the entire story. A touchdown 150 yards is nice, but the guy got sacked 5 times and lost 3 fumbles. I'm not even joking. That actually happened. Other news on the rushing game, Jacardia Wright had a 61-yard rip. Only touchdown came from Cody White, 3 catches, 69 yards and a score. Defense didn't get 4 sacks in this game, and also Ty Okada had an interception. I do worry about that offensive line though. That looks ass. Besides the touchdowns, the passing game looked empty. I mean, El Garisma had a touchdown throw and so did Malik Willis, but Willis also threw an interception. Rushing game didn't look horrible either. Will Shepard and Romeo Dobbs had touchdowns, but hey, Matthew Golden had a 39-yard catch. Also, let that dude wear whatever fucking number he wants. You're not telling him what to do? Yeah, like I said earlier, 5 sacks. And also 3 fumble recoveries. Jeez, this defense could look scary against the right offensive line. Which in this case, it was Seattle's. 4 games left, let's move it. Dolphins beat the Jags 14-6. Passing game was very much empty. I mean, Seth Hennigan had 77 yards, but he also threw an interception. Yeah, these guys didn't even score a touchdown. I guess the only positive we could take from this is 8 carries for 47 yards for Jaquin Jackson, I guess. And good hell, 6 sacks from Jacksonville's defense. God. I see you, Cam Little, still kicking bombs. For the Dolphins, their offense exactly didn't do much better, except they actually scored touchdowns. Tua threw the only touchdown, but Zach Wilson and Quentin Ewers looked decent. Mike Boo had the only touchdown on the ground, but Ollie Gordon did have 8 carries for 43 yards. Ollie Gordon could be right up there for that RB2 or RB3 spot. The only touchdown pass of the game went to, of course, Malik Washington. Defense was not too crazy. I mean, they did have 3 sacks in this game. Pretty nicely done there. And John Saunders had the only interception in the game. Also wanted to mention Channing Tindall with 6 tackles. Oh look, it's Zeke Biggers with 2 tackles for Georgia Tech. Well, this is an ugly game. Never show me this again. Up next, we got the Bills beating the Bucs 23-19 before they could eventually face off in a regular season matchup. Maybe. Where the hell did this come from? Shea Beckley from SMU? 300 yards in the score? Damn. LeSean 50 yards rushing, but Frank Gore also had a rushing touchdown this game. The only touchdown pass actually went to Tyrell Shavers. 2 catches, 24 yards in the score. As for the defense, well, you had 5 QB hits, but you only had, you only had 2 sacks to show for. Shame on you. Hi, Tyler Bass. I mean, the Bucs' backup QBs weren't that bad either. Kyle Trask with a touchdown throw, same with Connor Bazelak. At least the Florida QB and a Bowling Green QB can make up for the absolute lackluster rushing game. 2 touchdowns went to Tez Johnson, who had 8 catches for 58 yards. He might make the team. And Garrett Green. Wait a second. Is that the same Garrett Green from West Virginia that I think played quarterback? Yes, it is actually. I'm not pissed off that you had 2 sacks. That's not what I'm pissed off about with this defense. They cut Desmond Watson earlier this week. Shame on you, Tampa. You didn't use him right. You literally picked him up in undrafted free agency as an undrafted free agent because of his size, but you made him lose some weight. Y'all are some shady assholes. I hope Desmond Watson puts a curse on your ass because you need to be humbled quickly. I think Desmond Watson could have been great, but you wasted away his talent because you did nothing with him. Okay, sorry. I just needed to go on that little rant. Here's a high-scoring game in the preseason. 49ers beat the Chargers at home 30-23. Rushing game was kind of a disaster. The passing game, DJU actually looks good? No, that can't be right. Well, for this game, he did. 2 touchdown throws went to Oronde Gadsden and Luke Grimm from Kansas. And Gadsden as a Syracuse tight end. Interesting. Well, you did get 2 sacks in this game, including a forced fumble from Marlo Wax, including 2 recoveries. Those 2 fumble recoveries were by Nico Reed and Caleb Murphy. Oh, hey, Digger the Kicker. Okay, the 49ers, this was a little strange. Carter Bradley, South Alabama guy, had a touchdown throw, and so did Tanner Mordecai. Nice job on Jeff Wilson for the rushing touchdown. Then we had Demarcus Robinson, who will be suspended for a while with a receiving touchdown, and also with the touchdown was Tariq Owens. Surprisingly enough, there were 0 sacks in this game, but 4 turnovers caused by the 49er defense. An interception by Curtis Robinson. Oh, Curtis Robinson had a pick 6. Chester Red had a recovery. Nicholas Martin even had a forced fumble. Chargers outperformed the 49ers in this game, but because of the turnover battle, the 49ers got the W. I think I speak for a lot of people knowing that we did not watch this final game, but the Cardinals beat the Raiders 20-10. Geno Smith threw the only touchdown in the game for the Raiders. Cam Miller was decent. Raheem Mostert and Samir White was okay, I guess. Samir White, you were fucking ass last year. You better not do the same thing again, especially with that shit Genty with you. Believe it or not, the only touchdown went to Dante Thornton. 2 catches, 26 yards, and a score to be specific. And believe it or not, this Raider defense had 5 sacks in this game. Nuts. Along with 9 tackles for loss and 8 QB hits. Good hell. How Clayton Tune was not, intimidated by that pass rush, I don't know. But he did throw a touchdown. Zonovan Knight had a score. Where the hell is he from? Oh, Bam Knight, aka Zonovan Knight from NC State. 5 carries, 83 yards in the score, and bam, what a game from him. Highlighted by a 67-yard score. Shout out to Simi Fehoko with a 10-yard touchdown catch. Yeah, this team also had 5 sacks as well. 2 sacks from Xavier Thomas. There was a Fresno State guy, Michael Walker, with a half a sack. Anthony Goodlow had a half a sack. And then a sack from Jordan Birch and Kayam Bars. Birch had a forced fumble, and I think it was Thomas who had the recovery. Oh yeah, and 6 passes defense, 6 tackles for loss, and 9 QB hits. I hope it was because of the offensive lines. Otherwise, the pass rush for the Raiders and Cardinals might be scary this year. At least the depth for that pass rush. That'll do it for this episode of Grizzly Talks Football. If you enjoyed, make sure you give this a big fat thumbs up. Hit the red subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. This is the Grizz signing out for now, and until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace, love, keep the Grizzly vibes with you at all times. Take care.